Hello everyone, so today I am coming to you from an airport in Spain. Look, I don't have an awful lot of time to film, I don't get the chance, I'm a busy human being, and right now I'm abroad, but look at me, being dedicated, filming for all you guys. There are a lot of people staring at me, and it's gonna get a lot busier because I'm super early, but soon this won't be super early anymore. But we're just going to pretend that's not happening and I'm going to get on with the video. Today I want to talk to you guys about a little bit of a health scare that I had. It's quite personal, I'm not going to lie, but after watching Jamie's video, Damn Dodger on YouTube, I'll link him down below, I got quite inspired to share my story because I know that these things can be really stressful. You know, if you have a health scare to do with an area that's private to your body, for anyone, whether you're, you know, trans, cis, intersex or whoever, it's something that's going to be really daunting to have to investigate with a doctor. But I can't speak for people who are intersex, but as someone who is trans, I know that it can be particularly difficult, especially if it surrounds an area of your life that you're dysphoric about. So a few weeks ago I found a little lump. You know, I tried not to panic because I knew it didn't have to be anything serious, even though, you know, we get scared about these things because it's pushed a lot. You know, you discover that, run for your life, you know. Even though I knew it didn't necessarily have to be anything, it's something that it's quite scary, and it's made out to be quite scary because whenever something like this happens, people say, see a doctor straight away. But I held out for a few days in the hope that maybe it wasn't anything too bad, that I'm fine. But after about 3 days or so, I was like, no, I have to see a doctor because I realized that the lump was getting a tiny bit bigger and it also really hurt the touch. The lump was in, I don't really know how to describe where, like every single time I tried to describe it to someone, it was very difficult, but I guess on like a pubic bone, lower down, around areas, if you know what I mean. Kind of like super inner thigh, basically. And before I went to the doctor, I was thinking through all these things. I was like, oh my god, the doctor's gonna have to see, they're probably gonna send me for a biopsy, who's also gonna have to see. And then, I don't know, like my mum's quite prone to cysts, so I thought that it was probably gonna be that. And then I was like, oh my god, surgery, and that's even more people. And I was just going through all of these awful scenarios that it possibly could have been and that I possibly have to go through. Sorry if it's a bit loud, there's a coffee machine over there. However, I knew it was important that I go and check it, and so I did. When I went to the doctors, I actually ended up seeing a nurse, and the nurse basically just asked me a few questions, and as soon as I told her what I was experiencing, she said that she's not worried at all and that she thinks I'm going to be completely fine. However, she does want to still have a look and have a little touch just in case, to which I just kind of agreed. This whole time I was just like, do I tell her that I'm trans? I didn't know because I'm preteen, so I don't have any kind of like outwardly evidence of that being the case, and I don't know if it's in like my medical files. I don't really know if it works that way in the UK. I wish it did. I wish it did. I don't think it does. So I was thinking through all the ways I was going to tell her about it, but she never ever referred to me in a gendered way or kind of to the body part in any particular way, so it didn't come up. Had it come up, I probably would have said something. That's real, I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have wanted to, but because it was all kind of quite neutral, I didn't feel the need to tell her, so I didn't. I kind of went behind this like screen thing, and behind that screen she just told me to pull down my trousers just to the point at which so she could see it. So I didn't pull them all the way down because I would feel too exposed. So I pulled them down just a little bit and I laid down, and she had a little look and a little feel. It was all really quick. Literally her being behind the screen with me was like 10 seconds basically. And then when we came out, I found out everything was okay, and it was just a particularly badly inflamed ingrown hair. So basically I'm fine, I don't need to do anything, it's gonna be okay by itself, thank goodness. And like in my case, I'm lucky because it wasn't anything, but I'm so glad that I went to check it. Like I don't regret going to check it. I don't feel like I overreacted, and I don't feel like I'm being ridiculous. Like I felt like that was the right thing to do, and I'm glad that I did it because I have a peace of mind now that I'm fine. And it got bigger the next day, but you know, I was told it's fine, so it's fine. So I'm just gonna wait it out, and yeah, apparently I'm gonna be all good. So for any of you guys out there, if you do have a health concern, it is always better to check it, even if you do think you're probably fine, because you just never know, you know, you just never know. And maybe if you can, take a friend with you. So what I did was I made sure that I'd see someone that like I'm close to and stuff afterwards, That way I knew that I had some support straight after for someone to talk to. Another option, bring someone with you. That's probably even better, just as someone to have support. They don't need to necessarily come in with you, but just be sitting in the reception area, and that way you know that you'll come out straight to a little bit of support or something. It's just nice to have someone there, or someone just to message or anything. But yeah, I'm all good. And yes, I do wear glasses. It's complicated, I don't have to wear them all the time, but I've been getting headaches, so I'm wearing them a lot lately. In other news, even though you're probably watching this like ages afterwards, today I am like a day away from my first appointment with Gendercare, and I'm really excited right now. Like, I'm not really fond of flying, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna get back to the UK, and then the next morning when I wake up, I'll be a few hours away from seeing Dr. Lorimer, and it's all very exciting. But like I said, this is definitely going up after I've already talked about Gendercare, so I hope that you guys have found this useful, and if you have any questions or anything, please do shoot them down below and I will respond, of course. If you like this video, please give it a little like, and if you'd like to be updated on my journey, or if you like this video, then please do consider subscribing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. That was close.